So overall, the soccer family in this country has been fantastic, and which inspired me to try to do more than we had been doing. I think overall, I'd just like to be known as George Herrick that had the privilege of coaching the Vestal. Well, I grew up in a small town called Truxton, northeast of Cortland. Andy Tay would start us out in first grade with kickball. And then fourth grade, we went to soccer. By the time we got to ninth grade, we were in the varsity. And the balls that we used, the equipment we used was horrible. It was a leather ball, and in a minute, any water it got on it at all, it was just heavy, heavy. And if you tried heading one of those suckers, you might as well forget it. You weren't going to do much the rest of the game. Andy was my really strong force, and I still have clippings on my desk that he after I started coaching, he would follow through and send me notes. One of the things that as a teacher, you go out to teach by your students, you'll be taught. I tried to study the best way to present the material to teach it, and with that in mind, I come back and then I took very serious notes, come back and rework them and apply them to my players at their level. Then you get to the point where you have a player who may be your best header, and he might be content that he's the best header on the team, so he doesn't work in here. My goal at that point was to encourage him not only to be the best header, but to be the best possible header as far as his abilities were concerned. And I tried to apply that in different aspects of the game. Bob Springer, 1968. Bob said, "George, I have to go to a soccer meeting in New York City. Would you like to go?" And I said, "Sure." That was originally the NSCAA, and it was fantastic. But that was the start of my so-called soccer experience. And I've been a member now for 52 years and enjoyed every bit of it. The other night, we spent 2 hours on the phone with a conference call from my 1969 championship team. And you know those kids, they're retired now, they haven't changed a bit. And that follows into how they became from the training that we presented, that they went on to become young men. I think through the type of training that we did and that worked with them, helping them to train their minds, not just their bodies. And they told me that one of the things was the perseverance. The perseverance that I insisted upon paid off for them and as they were going out into life and working. And I'm telling you, that was impressive.